And we are back getting straight into it with the first Raw since the draft. And we're kicking it off with Miss Rhea, Mommy Ripley, who was drafted to Raw and separated from her tag team partner, former tag team champs with Io Sky, who went to SmackDown. Let's see what Mommy has to say. Does tonight, gracing us with her presence on the first Raw since the draft. Mommy's back on Raw, and I'm picking up right where I left off. Okay, with the Women's World Heavyweight title. We should have seen that coming. The draft separated me and Io for us to be main eventers that we were before we won the tag titles months ago. We vacated those tag titles to enter the draft for new opportunities. Our new chapters are here. I'm putting this entire women's locker room on notice. Okay, Mommy, talking some along with this champ. So for anyone stupid enough to get in my way, you're going to ruin your own moment trying to. Okay, Mommy came out here popping that cash, and now she's interrupted by the man. Excuse me, Miss Mommy, did you forget about me? How dare you try to call your shot without thinking you would have to go through me? It's a blasphemy. Becky, the man enters the ring looking to stop Mommy and shut her down. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to talk to Bob Man Pierce. He's going to make a number one contenders match, and the man is going to put Mommy back in her place. Shit. Mommy says, sounds like fun, man. Okay. All right. Well, we just waiting for Adam Pearce to make that match. Mommy versus Becky. Number one contender. See what the GM has to say about that as we move on. And we have the Street Profits, who were not drafted, but they're here on Raw tonight because we're having ourselves a bit of a tag team situation, seeing as though the Vision was drafted to SmackDown and they were the Raw tag team champs. There was a trade that happened off camera from Aldis and Pierce as the Street Profits opponents, the Usos. I will get into this tag team dilemma later. I mean, a little bit. I'm going to tell y'all what the Profits and the Usos are fighting for in a second. But there was a bit of a trade, seeing as though the Vision was the tag team champions on Raw, Freebird rules, of course, and half of them were sent to SmackDown, so the Vision was traded. The Raw tag team champions were traded for the SmackDown tag team champions in a trade, and now the Vision, the complete Vision, is on SmackDown. Austin Theory, Logan Paul, Braun Breaker, the whole nine. And Raw was given SmackDown's tag team champions, Damian Priest and R-Truth. Now, yes, I skipped ahead in this match as you see the 3.5 stars above. That is because this match went like 20 minutes. I'm talking post entrances. This match went like 20 or 22 minutes, bro. AI kept breaking up pinfalls, kept just, I couldn't I couldn't sit here and commentate a full 20, 22, 23 minute AI versus AI match. Like, that is insane. I didn't even watch the match for real while I simulated it because I let them earn it. Of course, this whole first episode, I'm letting everyone earn it. This first episode, SmackDown's first episode. I couldn't just sit there. Like, I would go to the bathroom, they're still fighting. I would go downstairs, they're still fighting. I helped with the groceries, they were still fighting. It was just a lot happening. I made something to eat. I done threw something in there, got me something to drink. Like, they were still fighting, bro. I did so much. So I skipped towards the end of this match, towards the bottom. This might be the last like maybe 10 minutes of the match, 9 maybe, because I figure that's enough. That's like the average match time of what you get in like the normal one-on-one, or maybe this tag match would have been 10 minutes had I just played it, but I'm trying to let them earn it. So now what they're fighting for, basically a number one contenders spot, but this is going to be like tournament format. So the winner of this match here will fight the next tag team up for Raw, maybe on the next episode. If not the next episode, the episode after that, maybe. I don't know. Especially if these matches are going to drag. I might not do traditional tag matches with Spear from him, Jim Uso. Like this, like you see, and then there would be a kick out. Like you would think, oh, okay, match is finally over. Kick out. Alright, cool. Finisher from him, Jim Uso. Look, Montez isn't helping. You would think the match is finally over. Kick out. Like, you get what I'm saying? And then they help. at the weirdest. You guys will see. But anyway, um, what was I saying? Yeah. So the winner of this match will fight the next tag team up on Raw on the next one of these next Raw shows coming up. Whether that's I don't know. I gotta look at Raw's tag division. I don't remember. I know the Usos were drafted to Raw, but I don't remember no other tag that was drafted to Raw. The Profits were already on Raw, so we'll go through another one. But as you see, broken up from MJM Uso. Yeah, I mean from main event Jey Uso. Sheesh, my bad, boys. I didn't mean to do that to the twins like that. But yeah, like I said, this is the bottom like 10 minutes of the match, and yeah, winner of this faces the next tag from Raw, and basically on both shows. I mean, not on both shows. I'm bugging. Basically, that's how we're gonna figure out who is getting a tag team title opportunity at Backlash against who would now be Damian Priest and R-Truth, who would now be Raw's tag team champions. They still have they didn't switch titles. They just took the titles they won to those shows. So the Raw tag team championships are now on SmackDown. SmackDown tag team championships are now at Raw. But I guess that's the World Tag Team Championships over on SmackDown, and the WWE Tag Team Championships here now on Raw. But like I said, winner of this match faces the next tag team, which may be MCMG or something like that. I don't know. They face the next tag team, and then the winner of that match goes to Backlash to face Wepa Up. And I don't know how I'm going to do it for SmackDown yet, but this is how we're doing it for the Raw side, and we're kicking things off with the Usos and the Profits. And they had like I said, 20, 22, 23 minute. It was a banger, don't get me wrong. Like, especially this bottom 10 minutes. This bottom 10 minutes was definitely great, but it's just like, bro, they just kept fighting. They just kept fighting. It wouldn't stop, bro. It wouldn't stop. And I respect 2K, you feel me, for messing with the AI and tweaking it a bit, and, you know, getting into what it's supposed to be and really making the matches feel, I guess, real in a sense, because that's what this felt like. Like I said, I didn't sit here and watch it from, you know, start to finish, but I was doing things, and as I kept coming through, I would stop 2-3 seconds and look at what's really going on. Like, bro, how are they still fighting? like, bro, this is an instance, I think. I don't want to ruin the match because you guys are watching it, like, as we speak, obviously. But, so I don't want to ruin it. But, like, a lot of cool stuff happened in this match. I'll say that. But they were really rocking, and I really appreciate 2K for putting you could tell 2K puts more effort into the AI aspect of things, if that makes sense. Like, instead of the actual gameplay of it, like, yeah, they know you're going to play the game and you're going to use, let's say, Roman Reigns. Like, you know, you're going to try to use Roman Reigns in real life. You know, you're going to try to do, you know, little setups and, you know, get a guy in the corner for this move, and maybe it's time for you to do that move, and now you're trying to be in the corner for the spear or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to try to set up spots and stuff like that. They know that, but I appreciate how they now have the AI doing that. So now it's not just user versus user to set up spots. Even when you go AI versus AI, it's like spots are being set up, and they have the little AI, the little frequency thing now. I forgot how the little chain reaction move thing, not the chain wrestling, but how they do the moves in the order that they would do them in real life, that's set up for like signature or finisher. Like, they put real time into that. You could tell. So I appreciate that. I mean, and then, you know, sometimes you get some of the ragdoll physics back and stuff like that, which is also cool to have from back in some of the older games. But the attention to detail on the AI, like, you know, to have Montez Ford really wrestle like Montez Ford without me controlling him and making him do it, you know what I mean? That adds a whole nother, like, aspect to the game, at least for me. You know what I mean? Like, as a true WWE fan, as a real watcher, you know what I mean? As I get into this, as I gotta trying to reach for my remote here, because this is Saturday. Night of Champions is about to begin, so I'm trying to do both. I want to watch and talk and, you know, get my stuff out, content in 10 seconds. I'm trying to... My headphones on and off my headset. But yeah, you know what I mean? Just, I appreciate all the little things about video games in general, not even just this one, just video games in general. I appreciate all the little stuff. Of course, all the big stuff is a thing. Like, yeah, this is the little glitchy part. Like, but you know, this is a WWE game. Like, it wouldn't be a wrestling game if it wasn't glitchy. I feel like, and I know that sounds crazy, but that's real life. Like, we've never played no wrestling game that wasn't glitchy. That's why I don't even complain about all the glitches sometimes and how it acts stupid or whatever. Certain things happen that shouldn't be happening. Or I don't even complain because, like, you look back at SmackDown versus Raw 2007 or something, like, it was still a glitchy game. Games glitch. Yeah, I mean, from the very, that's not the very first, obviously, but you know, just from whatever was the very first game you've ever played personally to now. But to see the evolution of the, not just the player controlled stuff, but also the AI itself, you know what I mean? Just, you can't beat that, bro. It's just, it's great. You know what I mean? It's something, it gives you something to look forward to in the later years to come when it comes to these games. You know what I mean? Just knowing how immersive and massive they're gonna be. And I don't even know why I just broke into a whole thing about video games just now, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, so winner of this match faces another tag team. The winner of the second match gets a tag team title opportunity at Backlash, and that's the first. We're starting from the top of the draft. I started from April. As you know, you can customize where you want to start and things of that nature when it comes to universe now, which I really like. You can fully customize it now, which I really like. But yeah, I started from April and I made the draft on the same week as WrestleMania and Stand and Deliver. Obviously, you guys didn't watch WrestleMania and Stand and Deliver, obviously, but I wanted to start there just so it could be like completely from the top. So those first two draft episodes were, well, that first episode of the draft was that same week. So those were technically the go home shows to Raw SmackDown going into WrestleMania, as we saw the Usos just pick up the win. I know you guys saw those two 1Ds back to back, and then you saw what I meant about how they help sometimes and then they don't help and things of that nature. But yeah, we're starting with Backlash, and you know, we're kicking things off. The Usos move on forward into the tournament, and then we have our world heavyweight champion Seth freaking Rollins, the man who sat there outlasted what 7 other men or 8 other men in that scrap yard fighting match, whatever you call that. Let's see what he says. Welcome to Monday Night Rollins, of course. I'm a visionary, I'm a revolutionary, I am Seth freaking Rollins, your world heavyweight champion, your fighting champion. Okay, I like where this is going. I'm here to get interrupted by LA Knight, apparently. Yeah, here to do what? Bore us to death? Certainly not defend that title, champ. Okay? Yeah, raise it high because you're a BFT away from losing it. Yeah. Yeah. My bad, guys. I don't care what you were gonna say. It's my time, and me and you tonight for that World Heavyweight Championship. All we gotta do is talk to Pierce. What do you say? Night. That could be. What do I say? No, you've earned nothing. Damn. I was gonna just say like that could be cool, but guess not. LA Knight is obviously disappointed because he interrupted Seth. I wanted to know what Seth was gonna say. He said he was a fighting champion and he was here to do something, and he was interrupted by LA Knight. So of course, LA Knight was not gonna get that title opportunity just like that. I don't know what he thought. I get it, but like no, wasn't happening. And the way he thought it was going to happen. But now, speaking of World Heavyweight Champions, our Women World Heavyweight Champion, Miss Stephanie Vaquer La Primera, making her way down to the ring. I really like her what do you call it? The model or whatever, the game model, whatever. I like her just how they made her character this year. I can't think of the actual word, bro. I'm drawing such a blank, bro. I've been gone for so long. I don't even know I don't know nothing. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know anything right now. There's just a lot going on. But La Primera making her way down to the ring, and we're going to see our Women's World Heavyweight Champion in action for the first time since the draft. For the first time since her 7, 8 woman, 9 woman scrapyard metal fight scrap match as well. She won one of those as well. And well, she participated in and won one of those as well to become your women's world champ. But Sol Ruka, new draft pick freshly signed to Raw, straight from out of NXT. Forgot which round she went in, but freshly drafted to Raw, getting to show what she can do against the woman to beat on this brand. If you want to make a name, you want to be somebody, she's definitely starting off in the right way against the right woman. So let's just hope Sol Ruka can get the job done here tonight and maybe earn herself a future world title shot. Who knows? You know what I mean? But I don't think La Primera is going to go down without a fight, and I think we all know that. But like I said, La Primera, Stephanie Vaqueria, women's world champ, Sol Ruka, the young, fresh face, new rookie from out of NXT, Raw's freshest draft pick. I love this little thing here because I'm just watching it, but they're like, yo, if you want to play, you can. You want to play? Like, question mark, question mark. Do you want to play? Because if you want to play, you can play. I know you said you was going to watch, but if you changed your mind, I love that. Let me pause real quick, though, because since I'm not going to play, what was I doing? Go to the options. Yeah, we're going to turn off the HUD and stuff. You know what I mean? I like to keep it off when I'm not playing so you guys know I'm not playing. You know what I mean? Yeah, just whatever. I mean, you guys will know I'm playing because I'll have it on or whatever. But yes, quick grabs off the rib. This match is 100% great, by the way. Not gonna ruin this match either, but this match is 100% great, by the way. My bad. I'm a little distracted. Jey Uso is yeeting on my TV right now. I'm sorry. And some bright green and orange and black. I don't know. I'm a fan. I'm not even gonna sit here and like try to hate. I am a fan, but like Sol Ruka, the second rope assisted springboard enziguri. Yes, is what we can call that. La Primera at 1 though. But yeah, we're kicking things off right in the beginning, from the top, taking it from the top at Backlash. We're gonna just see what we can do moving forward, get creative, you know, do things a little different. And I'm noticing, right, if you guys just for shits and giggles, if you guys go back, right, and watch my my first universe mode from 2K25, if you notice, a lot of things I did in there are happening in real life right now. I did Mommy versus Jade before they did Mommy versus Jade. I did Saquon Sugars kicked him out of Dark State before they kicked him out of Dark State and let him do his own little singles thing, which they're doing now. There's a couple things in there that I did, bro, that they're just like, I don't know if Triple H or one of them be watching my YouTube, but like, yo, give a brother a shout out or something. Like, I mean, Jey Uso was about to run it back in Saudi. Yes, they let him run it back. Before Oba even comes out, he's running it back. I ain't mad at him. Run it back, man. I ain't mad. But yeah, like I'm just peeping. They're doing a lot of little stuff. So what I'm gonna do now is, right, I'm gonna get really creative. That's why I like to use the current people instead of like, you know, doing the extra creative stuff which some certain people do, like, oh, add Bret Hart or Eddie Guerrero, bringing them, Bray Wyatt, you know, into what could be today, mix it today with back in the day, or, you know, whatever, different promotion, cross promotion. I'm gonna do a lot of different stuff because there's a lot of new mechanics and people and different, even in the creation stuff. Like, there's a bunch of different stuff in the creation community that I haven't even messed with yet. As Mommy, like America goes for the fans, a lot of different stuff in there. So I'm gonna just try to get as creative as I can with this, but I am gonna try to keep it with these current wrestlers just to see if whatever I'm doing on here somehow makes it to on my TV WWE again. Because Mommy and Jade, they did that at WrestleMania. That was my Royal Rumble thing. You know what I mean? Like, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was my Royal Rumble. And Roman won the Royal Rumble in my thing, and then he won it in real life. That's another thing. Like, I don't know if that was the plan already, but just saying, if you go back, anybody watching this right now, if you go back and you watch my first universe move, you can put the dates to it and everything. I'm doing all this stuff already. I'm doing this stuff pre-hand, and then it's happening in real life. Like, it was insane. But you just can't make it up. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. So I'm gonna keep it current, and I'm gonna get as creative as I can, and I might even throw some stuff out of left field, because if what I'm doing is somehow manifesting into real life, there's a couple things I want to make happen if I do got that power. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we know it could be coincidence, but in case it isn't, because you never know. In case it's not, we're gonna have some fun with this. I mean, ooh, I just spilled my water. But yeah, trying to change up the commentary style as you guys can see. Try to keep things interesting. So I think that's my new thing. I'm gonna just bounce from a bunch of different subjects at once during these matches. Because sometimes I know sometimes the matches could be boring. This isn't a boring match. SVB, wow, this isn't a boring match, but you know I do know some matches can get boring and repetitive. And I'm gonna also try to not have the same people fighting all the time. I'm also try to have some of those dynamic matchups that we've been wanting to see that we just haven't gotten for some reason, or we haven't gotten them in a while, or maybe it didn't deliver. Maybe we got it but it didn't deliver. Speaking of delivery, Julia, who was last two women standing before Stephanie Vaquero knocked her out in that 7-woman, 8-woman, 9-woman scrapyard metal fight match, whatever we're calling it. I still don't have a name for her. She's behind her with a ref. He sees it. The ref saw that, bro. They gotta fix that. She should have went out the opposite side or something, bro. There's just no way, bro. So Ruga in for the cover, bro. Can she pin the world title? Oh no. The women's world champ, not even a 1 count. Showing Julia, bro, I will not be mocked. I will not be tormented. I won't be bullied. Nothing. You're not doing none of that. I'm world champ. Not even a 1 count. Unfazed by the chair count. I mean by the chair shot, but so we could not having it. Still very distracted right now. Obafemi versus Jey Uso on my TV screen right now. King of the Ring finals. Doing both, trying to make it happen. I'm gonna get this video out to y'all today, but this might be the last. I was gonna try to make like 2 or 3 videos today. I think this will be the second one. If I do make a third one, it won't be until Night of Champions is over. That's a fact, because I'm super distracted right now. I got like 4 minutes left in this video. 4 or 5, I think, left in this to commentate. So for the cover, 1, 2. We knew that wasn't happening. She wouldn't be a real world heavyweight champion if, you know, we were just getting pinned by Sol Ruka on the very first Raw after the draft. No offense to Sol Ruka, but just come on, bro. Can't go out like that. Bell rings. I got it on mute. I don't want it to mess up my commentary right now. And I was gonna stop this midway through, but I'm like, no, I'm already started. Let me just finish it so I could just enjoy the show. Jey Uso's talking smack. Why am I commentating this match? I should be commentating this one. I'm sorry, bro. I'm watching 2 matches at once. Sol Ruka has definitely had what I would say the upper hand on Stephanie Vaquero this whole match. I don't know if she has her number. I don't know if Sol did her homework. I don't know if she was prepared. I don't know what happened, but Stephanie looks like she's chasing the champ and not the current champ herself. So, no telling what's going on, and she's been busted open. So, looking for another one. Is this gonna be another one? Yo, Sol Ruka, Soul Snatcher, bro. Into the cover. 1, 2, no way. Ooh. 2.9999999. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Sol definitely looking like she got Stephanie Vaquero's number, though. Not gonna lie. Oh, that's the 2K curse. That's my bad. So we call that the 2K reverse curse, because every time you say something, like Stephanie's kicking Sol Ruka's ass right now, but watch Sol somehow get a reversal off on her or something. Oh, nope, lie. Devil's kiss. Maybe it's not a 2K reverse curse. That's what we call it, though. When you're talking about how good somebody's doing, and then all of a sudden the next thing they go for gets reversed, and then they lose the upper hand. Let's see if it happens now, because Stephanie's another devil's kiss again. Okay, maybe not. And Jey Uso versus Oba starting off better than anybody expected. And I want to say, if this winds up being a good match, I'm gonna say this on video so it's documented. If this winds up being a good match, and everyone on X, Twitter, whatever you're calling it, wrestling, the IWC, if you guys, oh my God, such a great match, I can't believe it, they delivered, they did this, they did that. If y'all do all that after y'all shitted on this match and y'all didn't even give it a chance, y'all shitted on this 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. just because y'all felt like y'all knew what was going to happen, which obviously we all knew what was going to happen. Oba versus Jay in the finals. Yes, we all knew. But regardless of who wins, is what I'm saying. I don't really care who wins. Regardless of who wins, though, if this winds up being a good match itself, like in the ring, a great graps, yeah, you guys definitely owe Jey Uso an apology, if anything. At the least, you guys owe Jey Uso an apology. Because everyone loves Oba. I get it. I get everybody wants him to do the double duty, have Brock come out, mess up this match, and then, he still somehow win, and then night one versus Brock, night two versus Roman, whatever. But no, those are two things. Hold on, I think Stephanie's about to no. Those are two, especially Oba versus Roman. Forget the Oba versus Brock thing right now. Oba versus Roman deserves your undivided attention, bro. That should not split attention with another Brock story, or like that needs to be the main story, not a side story, not even the main story with a side story attached. That needs to be the main story. You feel me? And I think this is the end of the match here. Yes, it is. Your women's world champ picks up the win, regardless of the Julia drama. And I think I'm gonna dip out kind of early. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you felt, what you like, what you did. We're ending this episode off first Raw since after the draft with your women's world champ, La Primera, Stephanie Valcare. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you like, what you did. It's your boy Johnny Northside, and we out.